Hello, my quilty friend. My name is Tammy, and in today's video, I am going to go over all four of the AccuQuilt cutters. If you're a quilter and you are thinking about getting an AccuQuilt cutter and you're not sure which one to purchase, or you already have a cutter and you're wondering if another cutter will serve you better, do you have a little FOMO, fear of missing out? Stay tuned. I'm going to go over all four cutters and let you know how I use each of them in my quilting craft. When you start exploring the AccuQuilt cutters, there are four questions I think you should ask yourself and answer them honestly before you make your decision. The first question is, what type of projects will you be completing with your AccuQuilt cutter? Will you mostly be doing applique projects? Will you be piecing? Are you doing more like bag making? The reason why that question is important is because it can determine the size of cutter that you need. For example, if you're mostly planning on doing appliques to add to quilts that you'll be cutting with your rotary cutter, then you can get away with the Go Me because most of the applique dies fit through the Go Me. If you're a piecer and you're saying, I really like intricate blocks, then maybe the Go cutter is the cutter for you because you can get those block on board dies and it'll fit through the Go cutter. If you have challenges with arthritis, challenges with your wrist, or you just want to go big, you'll go ahead and consider the Go Big cutter. The next question to consider is, how often will you be creating your projects? Are you a quilter that quilts several times a week, a couple of times a month, or are you only going to pull it out for special occasions? For example, if there's a particular bob or block on board die that you just have to have because you love that block and you use it frequently, but you only use it 2 or 3 times a year, maybe you can just get away with the Go Me and possibly the Go Cutter. But I don't really see an indication for spending the money for the Go Big if you're not using the dies and the cutters frequently. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. What are your space limitations? Are you a quilter that has like a small area, a little nook in the room, that you don't have a lot of tabletop storage space? If that's the case, then you may want to look at the Go Me or the Go. As you can see, this Go Me is very compact, and the Go Me, you can use probably 60 to 70% of the Go dies with this itty bitty cutter. This Go is compact as well, and it takes up a little more of a footprint on your table space, but as you can see, it's got a narrow profile so you can tuck it away. And then the Go Big cutter, yeah, you need a dedicated space for this one. I have this stored on another table that I have, and I put my iMac computer on top. I use it as a lift for my monitor. But yeah, you definitely need a space to store it. And then I know I've neglected this Studio 2 cutter, but this is really for quilters who are doing large volume and large volume cuts. The last question I have that I think you should answer honestly before you consider one of these cutters is, does this cutter need to travel with you? Do you attend retreats or sewing bees or go to a quilt guild where you would consider taking one of the cutters with you? If the answer to that is yes, then the Go Me and the Go cutters are the most portable. They all are portable to some degree, but these, the Go Me and the Go cutter are the best or the easiest to take with you. This Go Me weighs about 8 pounds. This Go cutter, I think, is like 23 pounds. I will put up a comparison chart on the screen to show you all the different weights of the machines. This Go Big is approximately 30 to 32 pounds. I think it is actually 32 pounds. And then this Studio 2 cutter is a whopping 42 pounds. So this is not portable, but these two are. Let's talk about price. The Go Me cutter is definitely the most economical cutter. Comes in about $99.99 on sale. The retail price on the website is $130. But AccuQuilt sells refurbished, certified refurbished Go Me and Go cutters. So you can get the Go Me at a refurbished price of approximately, I think, $70. And then the Go cutter retails for about $330. If you're considering the Go cutter, their Ready, Set, Go bundle is a great deal because it has the cutter, the 8-inch cube, and I'll talk about why I love the cube system. It also has a cutting mat and the 2.5-inch strip die. I think that one comes in for about $530. I bought my Go cutter refurbished. And at the time of this recording of the video, the refurbished one is on sale for like $198, but I paid $230 for this one. When I bought it refurbished, it did not come with the die. It only came with the machine and the instructions. So if you're thinking like, hey, you know, I have a Go Me, or I just want to get into the AccuQuilt cutting system, but I don't want to spend the retail price, just look for a refurbished one of these two. How do you find the refurbished one? They kind of hide it on the website. If you scroll all the way to the bottom of the website, it says, I think it says something like refurbished cutters, and you can click on there and you can find them refurbished. And the sale price for the refurbished ones, they have a semi-annual sale, and that's the absolute lowest price. So if you're really, tight and you really don't want to spend the retail price, just sign up for their email list. They email you like 2 or 3 times a week, but they'll email you and let you know when those sales are on, and that's the absolute best time to purchase these cutters. Now the Go Big, it goes on sale, but they don't sell refurbished ones. So I think the retail price for this one is, I'll put it on the screen. I think it's like this one must be like $550 or something like that. I'm not sure, but I'll have a pricing chart on the screen. And the Studio cutter actually, I think the Go Big is like $630 because this Studio 2 cutter is like $535. I'm like, well, how can the Studio 2 be cheaper than this one? Well, because this Go Big has a motor. So the Go Me, the Go, and the Studio 2 cutters are all hand crank. If you purchase a brand new Go Me, they've said that they've made this handle easier to turn and easier to cut, because when I bought this one, it was literally a pain in the neck to use. I discovered that I had to use the mat or run the mat through the cutter several times, and then it kind of loosened up the cushion on the mat, and so it made it easier to go through the cutter. With the Go Me, with the Go, again, I purchased this one refurbished, and so they do say on the website that the refurbished ones have the new handle attached. And now let me open up these cutters so you can see what they look like in all their glory. So first up, we have the Go Me, and essentially, you just open it like this and then turn the crank and roll the die through. This video is not intended to be a tutorial on how to use the cutters. I just kind of want to go over why I have all 4 of them and what I do with the cutters. So I have the Go Me because it is super portable and easy to use. So I have several spaces in my home where I like to sew. And so when I'm traveling in my house, this one goes very easily with me wherever I go in my house and I decide to quilt or cut fabric. The other thing is, like I said, about 70% of their dies can fit through here. And I am a cube lover. I have several sizes of the cubes. And the reason why I like the Go Cube sets is because you can make 72 different blocks from the base set. And if you add in with an additional purchase, the companions sets, the angles in the corners, it expands your ability to make basic blocks. And so that's why that's my favorite dies and the most economical investment with the AccuQuilt system, in my opinion. Let's see, and you can see how easy I'm just kind of like throwing this around. Now, here is the Go cutter, which is heavier, but same concept. You just kind of open it up, lay it flat, run the die and the mat through, it cuts your fabric. Wonderful. That is the Go. And again, it's a slim profile so that you can store it in most places. And again, I just one-handedly lifted it up and moved it out of the way. And I know not all of us have the dexterity, but you'll see me not be able to do that with this Go Big. I need 2 hands for this one. So this one, you just kind of lay it flat, and I have some, this is just proof that I actually use this for my storage of or a lift for my iMac, because I have my little Post-its here. But what you do is you just open it up, you turn it on, and you run your dies through. And then I am not about to swing this one off the table because it's heavy. And this one, give me a second. I'm going to stand up and move this one. Studio 2. Put that flat. Same concept, except the Studio 2 has larger trays. And same concept, you just put the die on the tray and you roll it through. I have some examples here. This is the die this is a Flying Geese die. And I believe that this one, this Flying Geese die comes when you buy the Go Big brand new. So it comes with the die, and this is the die that the Go Big, this is the die that the Go Big came with. Here's a mat. Without a mat, nothing works. And then with the Go Me, it came with these 2 dies. It came with the half square triangle die and quarter square triangle die, and it finishes to dimensions that are listed on the website. They both come with a mat, and then let's see, they come with instructions. This is the instruction book for the Go Me. And then here's the instruction book for the Go cutter. And then again, some more of my Post-its, but instruction book and pattern book for the Go Big. And here's a pattern book for the Go Me. Let me show you the dies for the Studio 2. So there's a big difference in the Studio 2 dies and the Go dies, and mainly the Studio 2 dies are made of very heavy duty wood. They still have the 2-tone feature with the die, and the blades, same construction. On the back, here is an outline of the shape that you'll be cutting with this die. And they're pretty heavy. I just brought this one because this is a lighter weight one that I can move up and down for the sake of the camera. And then here is that tray that the die goes in, and you put it here, you roll it through, it cuts your fabric. Of course, you would need a mat. Now, the other dies, same concept, 2-tone foam, but this is made of plastic. These are more lightweight and they're cheaper. And those are the Go dies. Now, why do I have all 4 of these cutters? because I'm a bit of an overachiever, I started with, I think, honestly, I started with the Go Big cutter because I told myself that I was not about to be hand cranking anything. So I just bought the Go Big. And then I bought my Go Big. I started in the AccuQuilt system back in the day when they were selling, like if you buy a certain amount of product, you got a free Go Me. And that's how I got my Go Me, is I met that threshold, which included the Go Me cutter. And I fell in love with the system. And then at some point I had this idea that I was going to make large volumes of quilts, and I was going to make those quilts for charity. So I said to myself, well, I mean, why not just buy this Studio 2? Because I can, and I did. So I bought my Studio 2 cutter. And then recently I realized that I like the Go Me, but I felt like I wanted a larger size Go Me, because this Go Big, truth be told, like I rarely use it because most of the dies that I use from AccuQuilt are my cube dies. So I only pull this one out when I'm using my 10-inch or my 12-inch cube set. So I rarely use this, to be completely honest with you, mostly using that Go Me. But I've been using my 10-inch cube more frequently and my 12-inch cube. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be bringing this out just for that. So then I purchased the Go. So the moral of the story is, if you are at all interested in AccuQuilt products, my honest recommendation, and listen, I don't get affiliate links. I am not asking you. I would like you to download my cheat sheet. I do have a cheat sheet that goes over using these cutters, and I'll put that in a description. But no affiliate links. I don't get paid by AccuQuilt. I don't get any of that. I just love, love, love their products. And being honest, I would say if you're interested in this system, I would go with the Go cutter. And if you can afford it, go ahead and get the Ready, Set, Go, because it comes with the Go cutter. It comes with the 8-inch cube. It comes with a 2.5-inch strip die. And it comes with everything you need to get going. And it literally is just add fabric. Again, they have so many dies. You know, if you watch AccuQuilt Live, every week there's a new die to try, and every month they really get you with the dies. But there are potentially, you can spend a lot of money. Trust me, I have a lot of dies because I just watch those things and I click and I buy. But being a user of this system for 4 years now, I can honestly tell you, yes, I love all 4 cutters, but my favorite cutter is the Go and the Go Me. And my favorite dies are the cube sets. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I would love it if you subscribe to my channel, and I'll be coming back to you with more videos. If you want to see tutorials on how to use these cutters and how to use them, let me know in the comments and I will totally make that video, because as you see, I do have all 4 of them. So let me know. Thank you for joining me. To the next video. Cheers.